The world was never kind to men or monsters. It was born of chaos, shaped by magic, and divided by fear. Through that world rode a man with silver hair, yellow eyes, and a heart scarred by centuries of war. His name was Geralt of Rivia, a witcher, mutated by alchemy, trained to kill beasts, and hated by those he protects. Geralt walked the lonely roads of the continent, where monsters hid not only in the dark, but in men's hearts. Our story begins in a swamp, thick with fog and decay. A giant creature, the Kikimora, bursts from the water, claws flashing, teeth like daggers. Geralt faces it without fear. His silver sword gleams, slicing through the beast in one swift strike. He drags the carcass to a nearby village called Blaviken, hoping for coin. But the villagers greet him with silence and disgust, calling him mutant, freak, butcher. Inside a tavern, Geralt meets a merchant who offers him work from a local sorcerer named Stregobor. In his tower, Stregobor tells him of a girl named Renfri, cursed at birth, a child of the Black Sun. He says she's a monster in human skin and must die. But when Geralt meets Renfri, he sees not a monster, but a woman scarred by betrayal. Stregobor hunted her since childhood. She survived by blood and vengeance. "You don't believe in destiny?" she asks him. Geralt shakes his head. "I believe in the sword. But destiny has a cruel way of proving itself true." The next morning, Renfri's men attack the market square. Geralt draws his blade. In a blur of motion, steel flashes. 1, 2, 3. Bodies fall. When it's over, only Renfri remains. She smiles softly. "You can't outrun destiny, Geralt." He kills her, not for hatred but mercy. When the dust settles, the villagers stare at him in horror. The Witcher walks away, leaving behind whispers that will follow him forever. The Butcher of Blaviken. Far away, in a different timeline, another story begins. A girl named Yennefer. Crooked spine, twisted jaw, sold by her father for less than a pig. Her blood carries chaos, raw and unstable. She's taken to Aretuza, an academy for sorceresses, where power is born through pain. Under the strict gaze of Tissaia de Vries, Yennefer learns magic. But power has a price. One night, desperate for control, she opens a forbidden portal and nearly kills herself. Tissaia saves her, telling her, "You can't control chaos until you control yourself." Years pass. Yennefer becomes stronger, smarter, beautiful in spirit, but still broken within. When the Brotherhood of Sorcerers assigns her to a political post, she refuses. She wants everything: beauty, immortality, freedom. A mage offers her a dark deal. She can be transformed, but she must give up her womb forever. The pain is unbearable. Her bones twist, her body reshaped by fire and magic. She emerges from the smoke reborn. Flawless, radiant, powerful. But in the silence that follows, one truth lingers: she will never bear a child. Meanwhile, Geralt continues his path, hunting monsters for coin. He saves a cursed princess who transforms into a terrifying creature called a Striga. He breaks the curse, not with violence but compassion. His reputation grows. At a royal feast, he saves a knight's life, unknowingly invoking the law of surprise, a custom where one claims what you already have but do not know. That unknown turns out to be the knight's unborn daughter, Princess Cirilla of Cintra, known as Ciri. Years later, that single promise will shape the fate of the world. Ciri's grandmother, Queen Calanthe, rules Cintra with iron and pride. But war comes. The empire of Nilfgaard invades. its black banners burning everything in their path. Calanthe fights bravely but falls. As the castle burns, she tells her granddaughter, "Find Geralt of Rivia. He is your destiny." Ciri flees into the forest, alone, terrified, hunted by soldiers. And somewhere far away, Geralt senses her, though he doesn't yet know why. Years pass. Geralt meets a bard named Jaskier, whose songs turn the Witcher into legend. They cross paths with Yennefer, now a sorceress who commands desire like a weapon. When Jaskier is struck by a cursed djinn, Geralt begs Yennefer for help. The two clash. Fire and steel, chaos and calm, and yet are drawn to each other. As Yennefer tries to trap the djinn, Geralt makes a wish that saves her life and binds their fates forever. But love, born of chaos, rarely finds peace. War spreads across the continent. Nilfgaard's army marches north. Yennefer joins the mages to defend the hill of Sodden, while Geralt searches for Ciri. The battle is brutal. Flames consuming the night, screams echoing through the woods. Yennefer channels the chaos one last time, turning the battlefield into a storm of fire and death. When the smoke clears, she's gone, vanished into ash and whispers. Geralt, wounded and feverish, collapses in the forest. Bandits attack, but a stranger helps him. A woman who shelters him through the storm. When he awakens, he hears a familiar name. Ciri. Through the trees, the girl runs. Dirty, tired, scared. And when she sees him, she stops. Their eyes meet. In that moment, time itself seems to pause. Ciri runs into his arms, and the prophecy, whispered across kingdoms, is fulfilled. People linked by destiny will always find each other. As they embrace, Ciri looks up and asks softly, "Who is Yennefer?" The camera pulls back. The forest sways, the wind howls, and the Witcher's legend truly begins. Destiny has chosen its players. The monster hunter, the mage, and the child of surprise. Their stories, forever tied, will change the fate of the world.